Hi there, and welcome to 13 Yoga with Sierra. My name is Sierra, and today I will be guiding you through a quick 35-minute flow. We're going to go ahead today and get started in a comfortable seated position. So making your way down onto your sit bones, finding whatever position is comfortable for you, closing down the eyes, and starting to take some nice deep inhales in through your nose, and exhaling out through your mouth. While you're sitting here, think about rooting down evenly through both of your sit bones and sitting up nice and tall, lengthening all the way up through the crown of your head. As you begin to get more comfortable, slowly start to come into your space, letting go of any negative thoughts, feelings, emotion, anything that has already transpired today. Let it go. Your worries about what you have to do after this, let it go. Focus on being present right here, right now. If you're feeling it, maybe you start to play with lengthening your breath, inhaling for a slow 3 count, pausing at the top, and then exhaling for a slow 3 count. Notice your breath. Notice how it feels in your body. Notice how your body feels today, and make a mental note to just be mindful as we move through our practice, only doing what you feel comfortable doing. On your next inhale, bring your arms up overhead, and exhale, hands through heart center. Keep going. Inhale your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands through heart center. Continue to flow here, moving with your own breath at your own pace. The next time your hands are in heart center, pause here for a moment. Take a few more deep breaths. And then place your right palm on the ground beside you. Inhale your left arm up overhead. Exhale, lean to the right. Breathe here, feeling a nice stretch in through the left side body. Bring your left arm down and then slowly begin to walk your hands out in front of you, getting a nice stretch in through your hips here. Place your left hand beside your body and then inhale the right arm up overhead and exhale, this time leaning to the left, feeling a stretch in through your right side body. Continue to breathe. One more time, bring your right arm down and walk your hands out in front of you, stretching in through your hips. Maybe this time you go a little bit deeper than before. Take a few more deep breaths, and then on your next inhale, slowly rise up. Exhale, let it go. Inhale your arms up overhead, and on the exhale, gently twist to the left. Inhale your arms back up to center, and this time exhale, we twist to the right. Inhale Inhale, coming back up to center. Exhale, release your arms, bringing your hands behind your back. Inhale, interlace your fingers, opening up through your chest and shoulders. Let it go, and then bringing your hands out in front, interlace your fingers and round your spine here. One more deep inhale, and then exhale, let it go. Rolling over your ankles to make your way into a tabletop position. Wrists are going to stack underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, and we're going to move through some cat-cow here with the breath. Inhale, belly drops, gaze shifts up. Exhale, chin tucks and back rounds. Continue to flow between these two poses, moving at your own pace, flowing with your own breath. Settling into a neutral position in your spine, on the inhale, we lengthen the right arm and the left leg long into balancing table. Left toes flex down towards the mat. Hips are level with one another. Core is engaged. The option to stay here or reach your right arm back for your left foot to find tiger pose. If you grabbed your foot, gently release it, bring your hand back down to your mat, and set your left foot down at the right side of your mat. Feel free to just rock back and forth here. And then when you're ready, just sitting back, and then walking your hands over to the right side of your mat, getting a nice stretch in through the left side body. Slowly begin to make your way back up, and we're going to come to kickstand our right foot out behind us and open up into modified side plank here. On an inhale, legs stay as they are, left arm reaches down our leg, right arm reaches overhead to find gate pose. And an exhale brings us back into a modified side plank. Shoulders are stacked over top of one another, core is engaged. Inhale again to find gate pose. And the exhale takes us back into modified side plank. One more time, we inhale and find gate pose. And then exhale back into modified side plank. From here, we're going to bring that left arm back down, come to find tabletop, and then sink the hips back into child's pose. Allow your arms to extend long on the mat. Slowly making your way back up into tabletop position. We're going to inhale the right arm open into a twist and exhale, thread it underneath the left arm for thread the needle. Coming back up into tabletop. This time we're going to inhale the left arm up into a twist and exhale the left arm under the right arm for thread the needle on the other side. Slowly beginning to make our way back up into tabletop again, wrists underneath the shoulders, knees under the hips. And then this time we're going to inhale, lengthen the left arm and the right leg long into balancing table. Again, core is engaged, right toes flex down to the mat. The option to stay here or reach the left hand back for the right toes and find tiger pose on the other side. If you grabbed your foot, gently release it, bringing our palm back down to the ground and taking the right toes over to the left side. Again, maybe rocking back and forth here, and then sitting back into a half child's pose. Walk those hands to the left side of the mat, this time stretching in through the right side body. Slowly starting to make your way back up. And this time we're going to kickstand the left foot out behind us, opening up into a modified side plank. Inhale into gate pose, left hand reaches overhead, right arm reaches down your leg. And on the exhale, we're going to find modified side plank again. Another inhale to take us back into gate pose. And exhale into modified side plank. One more time, inhale into gate pose. And exhale into modified side plank, bringing the right hand down and making our way back into tabletop. Inhale, tuck your toes, and on the exhale, lift your hips up and back to find downward facing dog. Maybe take a moment here, pedal out the feet, give the head a little shake side to side, any movements that you feel are necessary. And after a moment, just settle into a position of stillness. Spread the fingers nice and wide on your mat, press evenly through both of your palms, reach your tailbone up for the sky, draw your belly button in towards your spine. Breathe here. Inhale. And exhale, walk your feet up to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, find a flat back position. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms up overhead. And exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale the arms up overhead. And exhale, fold. Plant the palms, step back into a plank. From a plank or from your knees, inhale forward, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale into upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale to find downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up into three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, and then set your left foot down between your hands. Take a moment to find your balance, and then inhale the arms up overhead, finding a high lunge. Reach your right heel down for the mat. Tuck your tailbone down towards the ground. Bringing your hands into heart center, we're going to start to lean forward, bringing more weight into the left leg. And then when you're ready, flying that right foot up into Warrior Three. Right toes are flexed down to the mat, trying to keep our body and leg in a nice straight line. Slowly beginning to stand up, keeping that right foot lifted, and then bringing it to the inner edge of the left leg to find tree pose. Hands can stay in heart center, or they can grow upwards like branches. Beginning to rotate the leg so the knee points out in front of us, bending into that left leg, and then stepping the right foot back into our lunge position. From here, we're going to lower that right knee down to the ground, untuck the toes, and find a low lunge. Maybe take a few pulses here, getting a bit deeper of a stretch into the hip. And then we're going to take the left hand and bring it down beside our leg, and reach the right arm up and over, getting a stretch in through the side of our hip as well. Bringing your hands down to frame your left foot at the top of your mat, inhale, and on the exhale, send your hips back for half split. Only sit back as far as is comfortable for you, flex the left toes to the sky, keep your chest lifted and your spine long. Inhale, we wave back forward. This time there's the option to draw your heel in towards your glute, deepening the stretch into your quad as well. Keep pressing your hips forward and remember to breathe. If your foot was at your glute, gently release it. Bring your hands back down to your mat, inhale, and exhale one more time into half split. Start to walk your hands over to the right side of your mat and then open up to face the long edge. Your right foot is going to align behind your knee and your left leg is going to extend long down your mat, coming into a half frog pose. Feel free to send your weight back towards your heels and maybe playing with a couple pulses here, feeling a stretch in through that inner left thigh and groin. Shifting your weight forward slightly, kick your right foot down so it points to your left, and then sit back onto your sit bones. Right foot is pressing against the inner left thigh. Inhale the right arm up overhead, and exhale, reach for your left foot. Inhale, slowly rise up and plant your right palm on the ground behind you. Press into your palm, press into your right knee, lift the hips into baby wild thing. Inhale, and then exhale, making your way back down onto your sit bones. Turn the torso to face the left leg. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold, reaching both hands for the left foot. Bringing your head or your nose to your knee if possible. Continue to breathe deeply here, trying to fold a little bit deeper with each exhale. Inhale, slowly rising back up, and then turning to the right side, we're going to plant the palms and make our way back into downward facing dog, facing the back of our mat. Feel free to rest here, or if you prefer to move through an optional vinyasa. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. This time we inhale the right leg up into three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, and then set that right foot down between your hands. Take a moment to find your balance, and then inhale the arms up overhead, finding a high lunge here. Draw your shoulders down away from your ears, and press down through all four corners of that right foot. Bringing your hands to heart center, start to lean forward, and then when you're ready, kick that left leg up to find Warrior 3. Engage your core, keep your hips level with one another, and aim to keep your torso and leg in a nice straight line. Slowly beginning to rise up, keeping that left leg lifted, and then we're going to bring our left foot to the inner edge of the right leg, finding tree pose. Feel free to keep your hands at heart center or to open them up like branches. Rotating the leg so the knee points out in front of us, we're going to bend into the right leg and then step the left foot back into our lunge, lowering that left knee down to the mat and finding our low lunge position. Feel free to take a few pulses here. And then we're going to drop the right hand beside us, inhale the left arm up overhead, and reach over to the right side, getting a stretch in through the side of the hip as well. Bring both hands down to come to frame your right foot. Inhale, and then exhale, send your hips back for half split. Inhale, wave back forward into a low lunge with the option this time to bring your heel in towards your glute and get a deeper stretch in through your quad. Remember to breathe and keep pressing your hips forward. If you brought your heel in towards your glute, gently release it. Inhale, and one more time, exhale, send the hips back into half split. Begin to walk your hands over to the left side, turning to face the long edge of your mat, and once again finding half frog. The knee and hip of your left leg will align while your right leg extends long. Maybe take a couple pulses here and then sink your hips back towards your heel. Shifting your weight forward slightly, we're going to take that left foot and point it towards the right, and then sit back on our sit bones with the left foot against the inner right thigh. Inhale the left arm up overhead, and exhale, reach for that right foot. Spiral your chest towards the sky and continue to take deep breaths, trying to fold a little deeper with each exhale. Inhale, slowly rise up, plant that left hand slightly behind you, press through your palm, press through the left knee, lift the hips into baby wild thing. Breathe here. Inhale, exhale, lower back to your mat, turn the torso to face the right leg, and inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, reaching both hands for that right foot. Deep breaths here. Seeing if you can fold a little bit deeper into your stretch with each exhale, maybe bringing that head a little bit closer to your knee. Inhale, slowly rise back up, and then bring those hands over to the left side and make your way back into downward facing dog, facing again towards the front of your mat. Inhale, And exhale, walk your feet up to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands come through heart center. Inhale your arms up overhead. And exhale, fold. Plant your palms, step back into a plank. From your plank or from your knees, inhale forward, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, we meet in downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up into three-legged dog, and exhale to find pigeon. Right foot comes behind the left wrist, left leg extends long on your mat. Feel free to stay upright or make your way down onto your forearms, or perhaps lower your head all the way down to your mat or onto a block. Slowly begin to make your way back up onto your palms. Tuck the left toes, pick up your knee, press through your palms, and step the right foot back into downward facing dog. Take a breath here, and then inhale your left leg up into three-legged dog and exhale into pigeon. Left foot sets down behind right wrist and your right leg extends long down your mat. Again, the option to stay upright, make your way down onto your forearms, or bring your head all the way down to your mat, or perhaps you would like to do a combination of those. Slowly coming back up onto our palms, and then we're just going to sit over onto the left sit bone and swing our legs through so they're out in front of us, and then bring the soles of the feet to touch for butterfly. Rooting down evenly through both of your sit bones here, sit up nice and tall, take a deep inhale, and exhale, fold from your hips. Use your elbows to gently press your knees towards your mat, and take deep breaths, folding a little bit deeper if you can with each exhale. Inhale, slowly rise back up, and then just bring your palms underneath your knees and gently guide them up. Perhaps you inch forward slightly on your mat. With your knees pointing to the sky, take a deep inhale, and then exhale, slowly roll down onto your back. Allow your legs to extend long on the mat, and then draw your right knee in towards your chest. Take a few pulses here if you would like. And then just open that knee up to the right side, stretching into your hip. And then taking your knee across your body and bringing it over to the left side, coming into a supine spinal twist. Keep both of your shoulders pressing into your mat and allow your gaze to come to look over your right shoulder if that is comfortable for you to do so. Slowly rotating back to center, and then just hug the right knee into your chest one more time. Maybe take a few more pulses before you extend it long on your mat. And then draw your left knee in towards your chest. And again, we'll take a couple pulses here if you'd like. Once again, opening that left knee up to the side to get a nice stretch in through your hip here. And then bringing your right knee across your body to find a supine spinal twist. Again, shoulders are pressing into the mat, and your gaze can come to look over your left shoulder if that is comfortable for you. Slowly rotating back to center, and then just drawing that left knee into your chest one more time before extending it long on your mat. Walking your heels in towards your glutes so your knees point to the sky. Feel free to take a moment here and just windshield wiper your knees down from side to side. Coming back to center, we're going to draw the knees into the chest and find happy baby, reaching through the inside of the legs for the outer edges of the feet. And feel free to play with any movements that you would like here, maybe gently rocking side to side or straightening and extending one leg at a time, whatever feels best for you. Allow your head to rest on the ground here, or perhaps a block or a pillow might be more comfortable, or you would rather reach for your ankles instead of your feet. Gently release your feet and hug your knees into your chest. Maybe rock side to side here and give your low back a nice little massage. And then curling up into a tight little ball, give yourself a nice big squeeze. Take a moment to thank yourself for making the time to show up to your mat. Taking a deep inhale in through your nose. Exhale and find Shavasana. Take up as much space here as you would like. Maybe you'd like to grab a pillow, a blanket, a sweater, something to make yourself more comfortable. And then once you've settled in, allow your muscles to relax and let your body feel supported by the ground beneath you. Slowly begin to make your way up into a comfortable seated position, however you would like. When you're ready, rooting down evenly through both sit bones, sitting up nice and tall, lengthening all the way up through the crown of your head. Take a deep inhale in through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out. One more. Deepest inhale yet today, in through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Thank you so much for allowing me to join you in your practice today. It has been an absolute pleasure. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Until next time, take care.